Deuteronomy 6:16. Lo tenasu et Adonai Elohechem ka'asher nisitem b'masa. Back at the beginning, we begin with another negative command. This one is now, you shall not test. The verbal root here is nasa, to test or to put to the test. And notice we have a third hay that has fled, and so we just include the shurik from the end of the 2MP. Let me give the full parsing here. Nasa is the root, and we have a PL, imperfect 2MP. Notice the shva here, the patach, and the dagesh in what was originally the R2, or the second root letter. So we have a PL, imperfect 2MP of the root nasa. Third hay is gone, and we just replace the third hay with the shurik of the ending of the 2MP, and then we've got the tav performative for that 2MP. So y'all shall not test, and the direct object that should not be tested is the Lord your God. You shall not put the Lord your God to the test. And then we get this just as comparison, and just as you tested at Massa. Now let's look at a couple of things here. The verb with you tested is the PL perfect. Notice the hirik at the front, dagesh, and what was the original second root letter, R2. And this is again nasa, the root. Third hey, we now get the yod in the perfect, and it's a 2MP. So just as y'all tested, and we don't get the explicit object here, just as y'all tested. So we could include just as y'all tested him as what we might call a null object or an object that's missing. That would be entirely fine. Just as y'all tested him at Massa. Now, look at this word Massa. This is a proper name, and we all kind of know it as such. But look at this dagesh right here. If we have the root nasa, and we take and we want to make it a place of that action, what ends up happening is when we put this mem on the front of it, think of something like the root davar, which means to drive out. This is actually a secondary root of davar, meaning to drive out. You put a mem on the front of it, and it becomes the place of the driving out, or the wilderness, all right? And so what we have here is the same thing. We've got the root to test, and then we put the mem on the front of it, and we get the place of testing.